Today I'm going to show you how to do a double crochet stitch. If you know how to do a single crochet, this is just one extra step and it makes your work a bit higher, so you can work up something much faster than with a single crochet, which you'll see. If you're interested in the yarn I'm using today, I'm using the Spread Heart Super Saver Chunky yarn. This is really affordable yarn, and this is in the color Goldenrod. So we're going to begin with a slip knot. I'm going to make a loop like so. Pull one end through the loop and hold these two ends of yarn to tighten. It's called a slip knot because it can be adjusted. So this is where your hook goes through, and we'll just adjust the loop so that it's snug on your hook but not too tight, because you want to be able to get your hook through the loops. So to start, we'll make a chain and we'll yarn over from the back side of your hook and pull through the loop. So again, yarn over and then pull through the loop, yarn over and pull through the loop. So here you see we have 1, 2, 3 stitches now, which are these little V's. And we'll just continue to do this. You will do as many chains as, depending on how big you want your project to be. Also, if you're working with a specific pattern, there might be a certain number of chains you have to make, or make them in multiples of a certain number. But for this, we'll just stick with something around this length. Okay, so now as you can see, we worked from right to left, and this is going to be our starting chain. And to start our first row, we'll have to flip our work so that we can again work from right to left. With a double crochet, when you're beginning in your chain, you want to start in the 4th chain from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will yarn over before we go into that chain. So we yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over again, pull up the loop, and now we should have 3 loops on our chain, and you yarn over again, you pull through just the first 2, and then you'll have 2 loops on your chain, yarn over one last time and pull through those last 2 loops. And there is your first double crochet stitch. And from here on out, we don't skip anymore, and we just go consecutively into the following chains. So yarn over, this is our next stitch here, insert your hook, yarn over again, pull through the first loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. And now we have 2 double crochet stitches here, and I'll show you slowly again for the next one. We yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over again, pull through once, yarn over, pull through twice, yarn over and pull through twice for a last time. And there are your first 3 double crochet stitches. So as you can see, they're much higher than a single crochet, so doing just one extra step, you can work up a project much faster than with a single crochet. So I'm gonna crochet to the end of this row, and I'll show you what to do when you're starting all of the following rows after your initial row of double crochet. Okay, and now this is our last stitch here. So you yarn over again, go through one stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both, and pull through both. And when you're done with your first row, it should be flat at the top and even. And before we start our second row, for double crochet, you have to chain 3 to turn. So yarn over, pull through once, yarn over, pull through twice, yarn over, and pull through a third time. So you have this chain 3 before you flip your work again to start again working from right to left. And now from this point forward in all the following rows, you're going to skip only the first stitch in your row and start crocheting into the second stitch here. This chain 3 is going to count as your double crochet, as your first double crochet, so you don't want to crochet in the first stitch. So we're going into the second one, just as we did before. And as you can see, this is our double crochet, but this is the chain 3 that we did, so it's counting as it's reaching the height that we needed for a double crochet there to turn. And that is how simple it is. So you would just continue this for as big of a project or as small of a project that you want. You can make something like a scarf or blanket or headband, depending on how wide you make your initial chain or how long you make your initial chain. And now when you get to the end of this row, right here is our second to last stitch. This is our double crochet. And then you're going to do another double crochet into what will be the 3 chains that you do. So these were the 3 chains we did. These were the stitches that we skipped in the beginning, and we'll just do another double crochet just in the top of that. And those are 2 rows, and you'll continue. You do your chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, and you'll be able to do another row after that.